your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis. 48's Umbrella a Week giveaway is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, your locally owned expert plumbers for over 34 years.
A hot weekend ahead. Be careful if you're going out boating or even kayaking. Again, we're going to have some brown water out there from the runoff from the recent rainfall. There's likely some tree debris, stumps, things like that out in the water as well. So just be careful out there and keep an eye out. Make sure someone's keeping an eye out on that. Out there probably doing a little fishing today too. Fishing might be pretty good. Pressure's going to be falling a little bit as we go into the weekend after the front moves through. So give it about 24 more hours for that. Decatur looking good on Wheeler Lake. It's 80 degrees, not much of a chop out there. The wind's actually going to be fairly light. Tomorrow morning, you want to watch out for the fog. There could be some dense fog through roughly 8:30 in the morning. Current temperatures, hey, we were forecasting 87. We didn't get there, did we? It's because the clouds hung around a lot longer than we thought. That's good because that's likely going to keep thunderstorms from firing up ahead of this front as we get into the evening hours. There's still a chance, but boy, this does look nice. No green, no red on the radar at all. We expect the radar to be pretty quiet all the way through the weekend, but we're going to keep a 20% chance in tomorrow for one of those air mass type thunderstorms and just 10% over the weekend. You see the sky beginning to clear out. We will clear out tonight, but that's what's going to allow the fog to develop. The storms we had this morning, they're all the way down along the Gulf Coast now, or at least that boundary is. So folks along the Gulf Coast getting a bit of a sea breeze there as well, at least coming in from the north, so not technically a sea breeze. But 5 o'clock this evening, we're beyond that, and the model guidance really not picking up on it very well, but it doesn't show a lot of activity even early on this evening, maybe closer to 9:30 or 10 o'clock up here in southern middle Tennessee. That's going to be it. And then the fog starts to develop for the early morning hours. By tomorrow afternoon, just a rogue shower, thunder shower. It shows up near Russellville, but it could be anywhere. Just keep that in mind too. And overall, I think our better chance for that 20% chance is right along the state line with Mississippi. A hot day, by the way, already 90 degrees by noon tomorrow. The evening hours will probably be warmer than this. We'll probably still be in the upper 80s here by 7 o'clock. Again, the thing about the heat this weekend is we've had some hot days so far this June, but they haven't been prolonged all day because the storms will fire up once we reach that peak heating of the day. But that won't be the case over the weekend. It's going to be feeling like 100 degrees from roughly 11 o'clock through 7 o'clock. So be prepared for that. Stay hydrated and mow early in the day or late in the evening. 10-day forecast, 91 tomorrow, 94 Saturday, 95 Sunday. How about 96 Tuesday? Heat index next week. We may reach criteria for heat advisories at 96. May have a heat index around 105. More 90s into next weekend. We'll be back with more news. I'll be back at 6 with more weather.